Hello and welcome to Stampin' by Hannah and to another Fancy Fold Friday. Today I have a Joy Fold card for you, which I thought was so cute. And this one uses baked brown sugar and Coastal Cabana cardstock and the Crazy About You stamp set and die bundle from the new Spring Summer catalogue. I'm going to use a slightly different colourway this time. I'm going to use Lost Lagoon and Hello Honey. Which are the in colours for this year. Let's just turn my notebook to the right page. As per usual, I always forget. So, let's get started, shall we? So I've got 4 pieces of cardstock today. I've got a piece of Lost Lagoon, which is going to be our card base, and it measures 8 3/4 of an inch by 4 1/4. Which is 10.5 centimetres by 22.3 centimetres. I'm sorry, the measurements for this one are a little bit peculiar. But what I've done is I've cut a piece of A4 cardstock in half long ways and then chopped a little bit off the bottom, which I will use very shortly. I've then got a piece of Hello Honey that measures 3 inches by 8 3/8, which is 7.5 by 21 centimetres, and 2 pieces of Whisper White that measure 2 3/4 of an inch by 3 7/8, or 7 centimetres and 9.8 centimetres. I'll pop those to one side for the moment and bring in my Simply Scored scoring tool. So first of all, I'm going to take the piece of Lost Lagoon, the larger piece, on the long side, and I'm going to score it at 3 inches, or if you're a metric person, 14.8 inches, which is 14.8 centimetres, which is the same but the other way around. And then I'm going to take my piece of Hello Honey and score it at 4 1/4, which is 10.5 centimetres. And that's all our scoring for today. That's good, isn't it? Makes a change. So if we score our piece of Lost Lagoon first, you'll be able to see that I've got half a card there, and I'm going to score my piece of Hello Honey, and for some reason I've got an extra bit. My film was going really well today. I'm going to chop this piece off. I don't know what happened when I've cut my cardstock today. Oh, sorry. Sorry if I've given you all a headache. So, do those pieces still fit? Yes, they do. So, we've got a little bit of stamping to do, but that's basically how the card will come together, like that. How cute is that? It's just so lovely. I've got, my stamp set for today is the Crazy About You set, which I absolutely love. I think it's lovely. We've got a collection of words, random words, and then 3 lovely images. I'm going to use this floral image here, which is this stamp, and some Lost Lagoon ink, which I've forgotten to get out. I'm banging the camera again. And we're just going to stamp on this piece here. So if we your Lost Lagoon, I'm going to ink it up, and we're going to just stamp off just a few times. Doesn't need to fill the cardstock or anything, just to give it a little bit of interest. And then we're also going to do the same on both of the pieces of Whisper White, just in the bottom right hand corner. That's one, and there's the other. Close that Lost Lagoon before I put my fingers in it. Right. So now we've got this lovely stamped piece, and our piece of Hello Honey, and our 2 pieces of stamped Whisper White. I've already taken the Hello You Thinlits dies, which are 4 word dies that coordinate with the Crazy About You stamp set. So there's one that says hello, there's a thanks, there's a you, and then there's the word happy, which I've already die cut. So I've got a bit of a top tip for you now. I know there was loads of ways to do this, and if you are in the US and you can get hold of fragrance-free dryer sheets, then amazing. And you can run your dye through your Big Shot with your dryer sheet underneath, and it will collect all the random bits of cardstock that are floating around underneath, all these little pieces. I can't get hold of fragrance-free dryer sheets in England. I'm sure they exist, I just haven't found them yet. And I really don't like the smell of the ones that I bought. So this is what I use. I have my paper piercer, my cardstock with my dye attached to it, and a sandwich bag, which you can see is well used because it's where all my little bits go. I just stand here and pop the bits through with my paper piercer. Just pop them through the other side. And then there's always one, and there's something about this dye. There is something about this dye because there's always one that won't come out. If I take, and I think it's probably just my Big Shot, because my Big Shot is a little bit special. It has moments where it does all sorts of crazy things, where it doesn't cut at all, and it is just my Big Shot. But I've now got some pieces that haven't cut, but they've almost cut. So what I do is I take my paper piercer and I run it around the edge of where it should have cut, and it just encourages that little piece to just come out. So excuse me while I just do this. Oh, it's not working at all this time. Oh, there we go. There we are. That's it. And then these dies are so lovely, they just, even though they're really delicate die cuts, they just pop out really, really easily. And that's all about the quality of the dies that Sizzix provide us with. Because Sizzix continue to make the dies for Stampin' Up. So, there we have my happy sentiment, and I don't know if this counts for other people as well. I get these kind of funny wispy bits that sort of stick off. That's okay, I don't mind. My next top tip for using these dies is the transfer adhesive sheets. I love these, I think they're fabulous. As you can see, I've got one here and it says, I've written on it, it says in use, because you get loads and loads of use out of this. If I peel it, what you do is, there's a shiny side and a matte side, and on the matte side you'll see there's a sort of seam along one edge. You use that to peel back that matte side. There's like kind of sticky underneath. And all you do, and I've used this same bit of, I don't know if you're able to see how well it's used actually. I can see there's kind of bits of, because they're like little adhesive dots all over, and I can see where they're missing, but it works so well. So you pop your die cut onto the sheet and rub it over, and you can, I've used this sheet numerous times, this same bit of this sheet numerous times now, and it just continues to stick. You get loads and loads of use out of one sheet, and they're really cheap. They're about £5 for 6, I think, something like that. And then this will stick straight on to one of our stamped pieces of Whisper White. And there's no sticky residue or anything, it's fab. So I've then also got one of the stamps out of that Crazy About You stamp set, one that says birthday, and some Hello Honey ink. And I'm just going to ink up randomly and stamp there, and then we can put our card together. So, a bit of snail on the back of our pieces of Whisper White, and the one with the happy birthday on it obviously goes on the front, and this card you kind of do backwards, which feels a bit odd. So that one there, and then the other piece for writing on goes on the inside, and then on the back we need to put some more snail, and then we're going to just pop that straight down in the centre of that with that piece of Lost Lagoon. And there is our Joy Fold card for Fancy Fold Friday. Thanks for watching, I hope you've enjoyed it. All the measurements and product links are in the blog post in the down bar below. And go over and like my Facebook page, because I finally got 100 Facebook subscribers. I've also hit over 120 YouTube subscribers, which I'm over the moon about. So if you haven't subscribed, go and subscribe now and go and like my Facebook page. And I love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.